guys, welcome back to my channel. Andrea Solis here for those of you that do not know me. Today I'm going to be showing you my Dewy full coverage foundation routine. But before we get into the video, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and we'll go ahead and we'll jump right on in. Hey guys, I'm coming at you barefaced so I can show you how I do my Dewy full coverage foundation routine. The first thing that I like to do is go in with the Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray. Spritz that all over my face. And what that is going to do is just help the other products that I'm using adhere to my skin. Also, it's going to just leave your skin feeling very nice. I like to go in next with the MAC Strobe Cream, and I will just put a couple of drops of that on my hand, and then go in with the Cover FX drops, and this is in the shade Moonlight. And I just put a couple of drops of that on my hand together, mix it in really nice, and then just apply this to my face. And this is where that dewy look is going to come into play. And I have combination skin, so I feel that this routine works really well for me. Once you have those two things blended in to your skin, I just like to next go in with the most full coverage foundation that I've ever used, which is the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation. And this is in the shade Golden Deep. And this foundation has a spatula type of applicator. And what I like to do is just go around and dot this on my face. Like I said, this is an extremely full coverage foundation, so a little goes a long way. Once you have that dotted all over your skin, I next like to go in with a beauty sponge. This is the EcoTools blending sponge. I love this blending sponge. I think it's better than the original Beauty Blender. I like to use a beauty sponge because, like I was saying, this foundation is so full coverage. And this kind of, I guess you could say, diffuses the foundation a little bit. So what I like to do is go in with this. And if you want something more full coverage in this, I would recommend using a brush. My favorite foundation brushes are the Morphe M439. It is just a very dense kabuki brush, and then also the Y6 by Morphe. Okay, once your foundation is blended out, go in with any concealer. I recommend the Tarte Shape Tape though. This is an extremely full coverage concealer and it blends out like a dream without creasing, and there also is no flashback involved in this concealer. So what I like to do is take the applicator and place it right underneath my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, chin, and then a little on the forehead. And what this does is it just brightens up those parts of our face where the sun would naturally hit, and then you just blend it in. And the good thing about this sponge is it does have the flat top, so it is going to allow you to get underneath that eye area very well. Once your concealer is blended out, next I like to go in with a banana powder or a translucent powder. My favorite banana powder is from the Shade and Light palette. It is this shade right here. I just like to pick this up on the same beauty blender that I just used to blend out my foundation and concealer, and just pick a little bit of that up on the beauty blender, and then take what is on there and then just place that right underneath the eyes. And that is going to brighten up that part of your face.
Turns the sun rays, and on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Then to set the rest of my face, I just like to go in with the Kat Von D Lock-It translucent powder. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna place a little bit of that translucent powder in a cap, pick up a big powder brush. This is the Morphe G0, tap off the excess, and then just go to town. Once I have that blended in, I like to do the trick that I do every time I do my makeup, which I'll just go back in with a setting spray or this Mario Badescu rose water, spritz my take a powder puff or a beauty blender, whatever you have on hand, and then just melt that into the skin. And that is going to make your makeup last so much longer. Once I have that done, I'm going to let that sit for about 30 seconds to a minute before I start applying the rest of my face products. But what I like to contour with is also the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. You can pick this up at Sephora for about $49, but I've been seeing this exact palette at TJ Maxx and Marshalls for the past couple months, and they have it for sale for like 20 bucks. So if you can find one at your local TJ Maxx or Marshalls, I would definitely go and check it out. So I'll pick up these two shades right here to contour with, and I'm picking that up on my favorite contouring brush, which is the Morphe R14. Just picking up a little bit of that and then dusting off the excess, and then finding where our natural contour lies. So a trick is to roll this down, and when it stops, that is where you should contour at, or from your ear down. So I'll just contour. Once I've contoured, I like to go in with one of my favorite bronzers. This is the Tantric by Marc Jacobs. My mirror is broken because I dropped it. But this is a great bronzer. It's a great medium between a cool and a warm tone bronzer. And since I'm not so self-tan right now, I love using this bronzer. And so I'll just go and I'll bronze up the rest of my face.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left.
And then for blush today, I'm just going to go in with this Apricot Blossom by Becca. This is just a bronzer blush highlighter trio, and I'm picking that up on my favorite blush brush. This is the Morphe Y4. It is an angled blush brush, so it allows you to get that part of your face very well.
Through the highways, and on we'll go.
And then to finish off this Dewy Full Coverage Foundation, I'm going in with the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray, and this is going to just make everything illuminated. So I'm just going to spray that all over. And that is my foundation routine, you guys. This is definitely my go-to foundation routine when I'm wanting something full coverage yet still dewy. Once I finish my foundation, I like to go ahead and finish the rest of my face. So I'm going to go do that really quick, and then I will be right back. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and finished the rest of my face, and this is my favorite Dewy Full Coverage Foundation routine. I hope that this video was useful for you guys, and if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.